The big question: would you buy to let, buy to live, or does Leeds need more investment before you even think about it? Right, let's have a butchers and see wagwan. This is an auction property. Always check the legal pack, as well as auction fees. You may have additional costs and other property problems. Today, we are viewing a leasehold apartment on the 4th floor, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. We can see some scaffolding going up. Good sign, can only mean one thing, probably recladding. We just need to know who is paying for it. I didn't see any designated parking with this property, so double check with the solicitors. There is no outside space with this property. This apartment is a 20-minute walk from Leeds train station and a 15-minute walk to Leeds bus station. There is no storage in this property and the EPC rating is C. Oh, that is so good. C is what everybody's trying to achieve at the moment with all the changes going on, but we've got a C right here. Lovely jabbly. This property is a repossession, but what is going on? This is a repossession. This is a repossession. This is a repossession. This is a repossession. This reminds me of Melbourne Mills, video linked at the end. There was just a period where loads of repossessions were coming up. There is currently a repossession for sale there at the moment. This property has a 28-day completion and the buyer is required to pay the seller £90 towards the transfer. This property is owned by a property investment company based in the south of England. The apartment is 37 square meters. Leeds Dock is formerly Clarence Dock and the freeholders are Allied Lion or Superior Freeholder or estate owners. It looks like there's lots of levels here. For leasehold properties, first thing, our priority question. Is the property EWS1 compliant? No. No, it's not. Problems. Now, apparently the freeholders have received funding and a construction company to complete the works have been chosen. I've looked at the construction company's website and I don't see Leeds Dock as one of their up-and-coming projects, but it's worth keeping an eye on the website for updates. Supposedly, the cladding replacement is to be funded by the freeholder. I have scanned the legals and could not find any information on this. If this is the case, it is critical to get confirmation the leaseholders will not be recharged, because that could be a clean 40 grand bill added to the service charge. We would like to know, when is the work going to actually start once the scaffolding is up? When is the work due for completion and how much is it going to cost? Do the current leaseholders have all this information already? And if so, why is it not in the legal pack? Who is paying for the recladding is important information. The block management company do produce a letter, so maybe all the information is in there. The lease is from March 2002 for 150 years, so that's 127 years unexpired. Lovely jubbly. There was no information on the ground rent or service charges when I scanned the legal, so I had a sneaky peeky online, as this is information that we need to know. The service charge on this is going to be expensive because this development has a waking watch. The ground rent is £250 per annum, and the service charge, oh my, it's what for? No, I can't even say it. It's a whole heap of money. I was only at the apartment for about 5 minutes, but the drilling was annoying. It was a constant bzzz. Now, this is something to take into consideration if you work from home. It is going to be noisy during office hours. Overall, the property is not bad. There is a leak in the kitchen from the upstairs that needs to be addressed, but it's nice. This property is not facing the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. I have been told properties that face the canal carry a little extra value. First-time buyers, what are you thinking? The channel first-time buyers, we're gonna have to give this one a miss. Going to really struggle to get finance on this. Lenders are not keen. While there is no compliancy in place, it's very much cash only, and we only have 30,000 cash in the kitty. Landlords, we are up north. Do you think you will get a 10% gross yield on this property? Depending on your appetite for risk, this could be a great deal. If you are going to sell the property once the recladding is completed, the service charge alone is 100 million gazillion pounds a month, but the blow is softened as this is a cash purchase. We will have a look in a minute at what properties are on the market for. As you can imagine, this property is hugely discounted. So if you were to purchase the property cash for £75,000, and let's just say, for example, we'll find out in a second, if the property's full market value is 110,000, that's a nice little profit to be made as long as you've got the cash. Looking at rentals, what are one beds in the local area on the market for? You know, if you deep it, it's really interesting how things take a turn. When this development was new, it was so prestigious, oh my days. There was loads of shops and a hotspot for creatives. Leeds Dock had a buzz. But unfortunately, Grenfell happened and new regulations came in. There are properties in developments that are not compliant, literally being sold for half price. You never know what the future holds. Let's do the Jim Jam test. Is a local shop close enough to pop in our Jim Jams on a Sunday morning? Looking at short-term rentals in the local area, how much can we charge per night for 4 guests? And we have our shop. Looking at sales, what are one beds in the local area on the market for? There are other blocks in this development like Clarence House, Mackenzie House, Magellan House, and I have been told, so that needs double checking, that none of the blocks are EWS1 compliant. Let's have a look at the sales history of the property and if the property sold. What have I learned from this viewing? This can be a whole entire property strategy. Buying a property on the verge of recladding as long as the developer is footing the bill, and selling the property once the work is completed.